Hey everyone, my name is Bridget Bartlett. I am the local business marketing, training, and support specialist for Builderall. So today is Friday Q&A day. I love Fridays. I love you guys can hop in the Zoom with me and I can answer all of your questions. Hopefully you come loaded with questions because I love to be challenged. So if you think you can stump me with a question, I will embrace it. Okay, so if you are watching this anywhere on social media, my YouTube channel, or in our Facebook group, or maybe my profile, I stream live everywhere. So you can actually click the link in the description of the video. And if you are in my local business group, all you have to do is click the link. And let me actually show you where you can get access to the Zoom link while I'm waiting for everyone to hop in. Okay, so let me show you our broadcast page here. Let me share my screen. So sorry about that, Zoom is being cantankerous. Okay, so let me stop sharing because I don't think I shared the right screen. So when you click the link, oh my gosh, sorry guys, it's being so weird. All right. So when you click the link, move this out of the way, you will see, all right. You will see our group e-learning. Okay, so here is where you're going to, once you get access, what I was saying is if you log in anywhere else besides my local business group, you'll have to log in, or you can create a free Builderall account on that link. If you're in my local business group, you can just click the link in the description and you will come to this page. Okay, so once you're on this page to join the Zoom, all you have to do is click this button. Okay, you'll go right to the Zoom meeting. So like I said, while I'm waiting for everyone to pop in, I just wanted to tell you, we kind of talked about a lot of different things this week. We did a watch party on creating, or basically an overview of the website system. If you guys want to watch the meeting here on the actual page, you can do that as well. One of the cool things about Builderall is that we can actually stream live directly into the e-learning. Okay, so this is where we house all of our training. So it looks like Ray is joining us. You can also check out any of the replays that we have done. So if you're interested in starting a web agency, you can click here and you'll see a series of training videos that I did regarding how to start a web agency. You can also check this out here if you're interested in getting clients for your agency. We actually built out an offer and then we went actually prospecting. So you can see how to create an offer for your target niche or customer. And we talked about branding in the blueprint of our funnel, designing our homepage, and adding all the share images, all those bells and whistles. But I also showed you how to use that offer that we created to actually find the client who is looking for that offer. Okay, we don't want to be creating offers for people that aren't specific, because every offer is going to solve a need. Okay, it's going to solve a solution. All right, so that's why we actually built out that offer for a lawn care business owner, and we went prospecting for the people who need that offer. Okay, so that's an entire case study. One of the things I hear a lot is, how do I get leads for my business, my web agency? This is exactly how you want to do that. Of course, we also have create a lead magnet sales funnel, how to create a blog. If you're interested in building a website using the Cheetah Builder, there's a lot of in detail training here. Okay, so let me actually stop sharing here. I want to say hi to Ray. How are you, Ray?
Wonderful.
Welcome to the
Wonderful weekend. What's that?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Say again?
What I said, what did you say?
I said, what a beautiful weekend we're looking forward to.
I'm so jealous, Ray, because you
Oh,
know
no,
what?
you're probably having a great one too. I just saw
It is freezing here.
Well,
Yeah,
it's kind of cold down here. We got a high of 73 or something like that, but it got down in the 40s last night.
oh my gosh, it's 39 degrees here right now. I have no
wow.
idea what happened to spring. It was like spring came temporarily, and then when you have a lawn care business, it's like, oh my gosh, it's spring, yay! And all the estimates start coming in, and then all of a sudden it got really, really cold, and no one.
Well, some kind of disturbance at Washington, D.C., and it looked like things were good there. Clouds, no clouds, blue sky, everything looked good. So I thought that was closer to you than I am.
Oh yeah, it's well, Washington D.C. is maybe 10 hours from me. So
Hmm.
it's way east. I'm literally in the center of Indiana. So yeah. So the weather in Tampa is great, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful sunshiny day in Tampa.
Yes.
Did you have any questions for me today, Ray?
Uh, none that I had prepared for, but I've got two or three. Let me get in. Oh, by the way, the color thing,
Uh-huh.
colorhunt.co.co. That's a good place. That's a good way to look at groups of colors
Yes,
to set your brand.
I agree. Because it can be, the reason I love that website is because sometimes you just think, okay, I need to build a website. My client's favorite color is blue, or blue is the market color. Like basically, if it's a doctor's office or something, you always think of blue. Lawn care, you always think of green. But when it comes to creating a color palette that, where all the colors like kind of they flow, they look good together, that can be a challenge. So that's why I love that colorhunt.co,
Yeah.
because you can just type in like I'm looking for blues, and then you can just choose whichever blue suits your purpose. So definitely agree. I love that website.
Um, One question I have, but I'm not there yet. I have lots of people that have signed up free for the free plan, and I don't feel like I am experienced so much that I can just, oh boy, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you this and show you that. So I refer them to the training, but I'd like to make contact with them, you know, and making contact through a list that they're on should be something that I should be doing, and I'm not doing it. So they're out there, they've signed up either for the dollar plan or for just to become a gawker, and then two or three of them are um, real serious about it, and then some have signed up. So there's a gamut, and I I should just at least touch base with them and say hi, but not I don't feel like I can touch base with them and say hi. I am here to help you and do anything you want to do, because I'm new too, and I don't know how to do all this new stuff, and
But you
so
know what? You know more than they do.
yeah.
Yeah. So you have lots of value to share. You've been in Builderall long enough now. You have lots of value. Even I can even tell by the questions that you ask me that you're in Builderall. You're doing it. You're learning it. So you have lots and lots of value. Don't underestimate your value. You can always have things to share, even if those things that you're sharing are just resources that we have inside. Maybe your welcome email is, hi, my name's Ray. I am your sponsor for Builderall. If you have any questions, just reply to this email. The reason that I like to say reply to the email is because when I get lots of emails from people, it's, they want to like do web design for me. They want to do whatever because I have a business. I'm just constantly getting emails. But when they reply to me from an email that I sent them in my email sequence, I know that they're, because you know how you reply and you see the original email. So I know that they are on my leads list in Builderall when they reply. So for example, you're on my team. But if somebody else just messages me or sends me an email from YouTube or something, I'm going, because you replied to my email, I know you're on my team. So I'm going to answer your email first. Okay. So that's kind of how I weed out the spammy for people on my team, is just having them reply. That really helps me to know where they came from. But your welcome email could simply be, if you want to, if you're searching for local business, click here, and then you can actually go and access all the live training. If you're interested in promoting Builderall, here's a great resource for you. Please let me know if you have any questions, reply to this email, right? So you just want to be easily contactable. So that's going to be their biggest objection. Once people are in, it's okay because they start learning the YouTube channel. They start learning the meetings that we have and when the Mag 5 does training, and they start learning all those things. But technically, just to say, you absolutely don't even have to contact them as an affiliate, but to be more productive, to be more efficient, and to increase your, the people staying around, to increase the retention. Being a sponsor who is there to assist them is definitely financially the best decision. But also think about, when you first started, if you signed up for Builder, you probably saw an ad or something somewhere, and then you sign up and you're like, okay, oh my gosh, there's 40 tools. Where do I start? you know? So you, as the sponsor, we do all the training. We have a knowledge base full of training. You don't have to be an expert on Builder. You just can be the one to guide them to the resources so they can become an expert. So don't feel bad about that. Do you actually know how to connect an email list to your leads list in Builder?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really helpful too, because then it kind of takes the guesswork out, because it goes right into that list, and then you can set up an email sequence to automatically go out to the people on that list as soon as they subscribe.
And along that line, you had put the Builder All logo on for some things, and then you say if it's your own business, you prefer not to put the Builder All logo on some of that for them to see your website with the Builder All logo. So that does help, though. I think if they have the logo and are interested, it's still not yet decided to join the premium or the funnel club.
It's that thing, whether you want to show Builder All or not, it's really, it just depends on your audience. If I'm, with my local business, I like to have that Builder All tag, because if someone sees my website and they're like, wow, that's a cool website, and then they want to look at it, it's kind of like just an additional way to generate income. But if I am a web agency, I don't want to have the Builder All thing, because I don't want them to be like, oh, she's promoting Builder All, because there's a lot of Builder All affiliates, right? Or maybe since Builder All is fairly new, maybe somebody used it 3 years ago and it was still in beta form, and then they see that and they're like, oh, Builder All, no way. But I want to give them the opportunity. I don't want to advertise Builder All per se if I'm a web agency. I just want to advertise me and my services and how I can be a solution to their problem. So again, there's nothing wrong if you do it, but it just depends on your audience that you are promoting to, because you always want to make sure, if you're trying to brand yourself and you build your business, you want to promote you. You don't want to promote something else. Maybe on the back end, if they hire you for web design and you want to say, and they're like, hey, you find out they're a DIY, client, and they're like, really, I just, can you just create this for me and I'll just manage it myself? Well, then you can tell them all about Builder All. And then of course you want to sell it because it's amazing. It's, here's 40 plus tools, da, 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 da. So, yeah, it just really depends. I mean, that's why I always tell people, when you're doing those initial consultations, the first thing you need to find out is, are they DIY or DFY? Are they someone who just wants to do it themselves? Or are they someone who wants you to handle everything? So that's how you kind of know right away which conversation are you going to have with them.
And when they detect how proficient you are, they may move. They may say, I was going to do it myself, but I see that you're really good at it, and probably save me some time and effort and everything by you doing it. Or the other way around, they might see how inept I might be and say, hey, forget it. I'll just do it myself.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be, chances are, Ray, because like I was just saying, how long have you been in Builder All now? How long have you been using the tools?
5 months.
5 months. You have 5 months of experience over them. You're definitely going to do a better job than they would. And so what I would say is, even if you find out that they are a DIY client, you can still offer to build it for them.
Yeah.
Like, do a one-time thing and then refer them to the affiliate program so they can manage it themselves, and I would definitely offer that a solution, because there's so many people who come into Builderall, especially local business clients, who are like, like the lawn care business owner, or Bob the plumber, who's like, I don't know how to do a website, but I can't afford to hire someone. And they're thinking in their mind, this is going to cost $1,000. And I don't, and then you introduce them to Builderall and you're like, I know it can be overwhelming, but look, let me just do this for you. I'll get it all set up. I will connect the domain for you. I'll do this and this and this. And you just pay me a one-time fee. And then you can just deal with, I'll transfer it to your account, or I'll build it on your account, or whatever. But definitely, then now, how cool is that? You're getting the money for building it, but you're also getting the commission every single month. So you win either way.
Can you tell me what the commissions are again? I mean, do you get, when someone gets, say, the premium, the funnel plan, what is the commission? How's that work?
If you sign someone up, if they come into Builderall and the plan that they choose is the funnel club, you get 100% commission. If the plan that they choose is premium, you get 100% commission. Okay, so the first plan that they sign up for, you're getting 100% commission. Okay, even that builder plan that's like 29 something. So the very first thing that the first plan, not the dollar plan, because that's kind of like a nothing, and then the next month you get your 100% commission. So whatever the first plan they actually pay for, you're going to get 100% of that. And then each additional month, you get 30% of what their plan is. So, but the cool thing is that you also get 30% of your tier 2. It stops at tier 2. But so basically, I signed you up for Builderall, I get 100% commission. If you signed Mia up for Builderall, then now I'm getting 30% every month from you and Mia, even though you signed Mia up. So this is what made me so attracted to Builderall, because I don't, network marketing, it's great for some people. For me, I'm not really into that thing. I don't really want to do all that. But this affiliate structure is like, I always describe it like if you took like network marketing and affiliate marketing, and then they got married and had a baby, it would be Builderall. Because it's like you can build a team, but building a team is not just, we're building a team to sell this product. We're building a team of experienced users of Builderall. So if you sign up 100 people for Builderall, and now you have 100 people that you are the sponsor of, if you teach them how to use Builderall and how to be a web agency, or even just forward the training that I'm doing to them, if you basically make sure that they're taught, and you can stand back and you can be like, okay, Mia is great at email marketing, man. She's really kicking it. Like, she is just pumping out those emails. She's amazing. Oh, and then you see, Jeff, who's like, maybe he's a great web designer, right? And you know that because they're under you and they're in your team and you're communicating with them. So you are actually creating an agency from your team of people who know how to use these things. So even if you feel inadequate about your skills, you have people under you that you can rely on, right? So now look what you're also doing. You're also teaching them, you are giving them business, right? So like, what do you think your retention is going to be if you're actually giving them clients now? So you are the agency and you have all these people under you. So you bring in the clients because you've been doing this longer. So you know how to do it, but you don't want to be building all this stuff. You just want to manage the team. But then you give emails to Mia, and you give Jeff the web design, and you give, maybe Kick or somebody, chat bots or whatever. So now think of all these resources of people who you can vet personally because you're their sponsor. But also you have all these freelancers who are more than happy to take on a client for you. So that's how you build these teams and these relationships, and your web agency is through networking with other Builderall users. It's like we definitely want to keep them in there. Now you're giving them all this business, right? So they're so happy. They're going to stay with Builderall. They're going to be making money. They're going to be making you money. You know, if they're signing people up for Builderall, even if it's web agencies or whatever, they decide to go full blown affiliate marketing. Now you've got so many different routes of making money just from Builderall. So that's the beauty of this system. This is what was so attracted to me. We're not just selling diet pills. We're not just trying to recruit people for something else. We're actually creating businesses. These are people that, you know, a lot of times in network marketing, people drop off. You know, they have a really hard time getting people to stay in the program, whatever it is. But Builderall is the opposite of that, because once you start building all this digital real estate, you know, you build these magazines and websites and email sequences and your list, and you're going to stay forever. I mean, why would you leave? You know, you've already learned the platform, you've built up all this stuff. So it's a very sustainable business model. Plus, who doesn't want to help people realize their vision? You know, that's the most fun part of the whole thing. It looks like Mia has a question. Do you have any tool you prefer to make wireframes or similar to present to the customer before you start building a website? I'm not really sure what wireframes are.
Wireframes are a way of scoping out the whole thing, maybe drawing without the full colored in. It's just a sketch out design of things that might happen. So when you go to a customer for this and you're going to present it to them, you don't have to have everything in place. You can have, this is going to be looking like this, and that's what the wireframe is.
I got it. So let me answer that question here, because yes, I do have a preferred tool. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it's actually called Builderall. So you can actually go to the funnel builder. And what I like to do, and just did on this very large project that we were working on, let me just say test here. Here's what I would do, especially if I was going to create like a big project with a lot of moving parts. I would just create, like, I would go to the funnel builder, okay, and I would just start building this out. So I would do, I need a lead magnet. All right, so I'm going to add the lead magnet here. Then I need an email. We'll just build one real fast here. So basically, I'm in the meeting with the client, okay? And I'm like, yeah, Bob the plumber, I think we can do these Facebook ads for you. Let me show you what we're going to build, okay? Let me explain to you the process. Let me show you how it works. So we're going to opt into a lead magnet here. This form here is going to be connected to your email list, so we can start collecting the leads. And of course, we'll have an email sequence going out to them to introduce them to your business, da, 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 da. But because we want a quality list, what we're going to do is make this a double opt-in so that we can make sure that you're getting real emails. So I'm just going to create this email confirmation page for you as well. But of course, we need an offer, right? So we're going to send them to this thank you page where they can get whatever the lead magnet is that we're offering them. So this is the basic funnel we're going to build for you, Bob the plumber. Okay, so let me just move this around. But once we get this funnel built, the hardest part's traffic. So what we need to do, Bob the plumber, is we need to actually create some traffic sources. So I'm going to actually click here. We're going to go back, because Bob the plumber, because you know, Facebook is such a big thing. We really need to run some Facebook ads. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for Facebook. So I think we need Facebook ads. Here's something else we need. I think we might need some Google ads too. So let me find Google, wherever. Okay. So we're definitely going to run some traffic from Google as well. And we also need to do some YouTube ads. So I'm going to go ahead, and here's going to be our traffic sources. So the thing with clients is they're visual, okay? We're all visual people. I could tell you, sure, Mia, you just need to tell them that you're going to do a lead magnet, email confirmation page, thank you page, and then you're going to do traffic from Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads. I could have said that to you. But that really doesn't, you're not seeing that, especially if you're Bob the plumber and you've never done any kind of campaign before. And you're like, I don't know what a lead magnet is. Why do we need email confirmation? I don't even know any of these things as Bob the plumber, right? So when you can say, here's where your traffic is going to come from visually on this platform. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add, your lead magnet is going to be, we're going to create a checklist. So we're going to say, get your free, the top 10 things you need to do before you call a plumber checklist. So we're going to add that as the lead magnet. Then we want to definitely make sure that you're getting real emails so that we can, keep them in the inbox instead of the spam folder. And then we're going to deliver this checklist here. And then we want to maybe show a video of you and your business and services, or if you need a plumber, contact me. If you have any plumbing questions, contact me. So this is what all of these things that I'm saying to Bob the plumber. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing is, when you get all of this created and you're in your consultation and Bob the plumber is like, yes, that's exactly what I want. All you have to do is save and then do generate site, and you have the whole funnel already built for you. Okay. So that's the beautiful thing. Builderall is the only company in the whole world who has this type of blueprint set up here that you can just click the button to generate the site. That's incredibly powerful. You don't have to tell your client that, all I have to do, Bob, is click this button, right? If they want to be an affiliate, I might tell them that. But if I'm just, promoting my agency and I'm talking to Bob the plumber in the consultation and I'm showing him all these things, I'm not going to say, all I have to do is click the site. But for your knowledge, that's the beauty of it. So if you're doing all of this and Bob the plumber's like, well, okay, wait a minute. Because I think that we need something else here, like maybe I want a membership area that all my customers can come to, and they can get, a coupon every month for something. Okay, we'll just say that Bob decided in the consultation he wanted a membership area. So you can actually click here as well and say, okay, no problem. We'll just go ahead and add that there. And so now, like, you're not only are you showing him what you're capable of doing, but you're also like building it out with him during the consultation. Okay. So people love to be involved in the process. They love to see the work. Plus, when you get done with all this and you say, okay, yeah, Bob, we're going to build out this lead magnet funnel for you. We're going to create the checklist. We're going to send them here to this thank you page. We're going to go ahead and create the, this webinar membership area, whatever you decide. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And when you say, and it's going to be, $1,000. Well, now you've just set the tone through this whole thing. Okay. Bob sees the project. He sees the pages. He sees the traffic sources that you want to use. He sees that you need to create 4 different pages, this membership area or webinar. You need to create the checklist. So you have literally shown him step-by-step visually everything that you need to do to create this campaign for him. So when you say it's going to be $1,000, now in his mind, he's like, wow, that is a lot of work. I'm glad I don't have to do that. Okay. So it's kind of like you've literally just like you basically sold the funnel here while you're talking with him and making sure that you have all the parts that he wants, and then you're telling the price, right? So I hope, let me stop sharing here. Hopefully that answered your question. See if you have any more questions. Ray, you're muted. You're muted, Ray. I can't hear you.
Just before you did that last addition, if you had generated the site, and say, go ahead and click and generate the site, and you say, oh, I need to make this major change by adding the membership page and all that, would you go back to the framework?
I think you can. I'm not positive about that, but we have discussed that in the leadership groups. I think that you can do that, but if not, all you have to do is just add a page like you would if you just went right into the Cheetah Builder and you were going to add a page to your website. That's all you'd have to do.
So the first design of it is just really preliminary, and once you've kind of gotten it on the way, in other words, the customer says, yes, let's go with it, then you probably don't need it anymore unless you get so far away from the original design, you want to go back to it and look at it.
Yeah,
And also,
you don't necessarily have to have it. I mean, you really don't even have to use the funnel builder, but it's great for consultations. Plus, when you get really complicated funnels, like, like I've been building funnels enough to where I don't really need the funnel builder because I already have in my head the blueprint that I would create in the funnel builder. So in consultations and stuff, when clients are telling me what they need, it's like I have the funnel builder in my brain and I'm like, okay, put the lead magnet funnel, the email confirmation, we need this membership area and whatever. But it's great to see before you get to that point. It's great to make sure when you're building this all out that you see it all as a whole. Sometimes we get into Cheetah and we're like, you just see that block of pages and you're like, okay, well, there's that page and that page, but what connects to what? And the cool thing too about the funnel builder is you can actually create your email list and then connect it to that form. You can create your products as well in Super Checkout. And then by the time you go to that funnel, everything's connected already. So that takes a lot of the struggle out, especially when you're new, because you're like, oh, I created this membership area, but what page goes to that? How do I connect all of that? So when you choose the theme, it has buttons and all and calls to action. And then it knows automatically if you go to the thank you page, there's a button there. When they click that thank you page, you tell it in the funnel builder that you want it to go to this page. So it just makes it very simple so that you can see it all in the blueprint and then be able to just click the button to connect. Makes sense. So it says, Mia says, the funnel builder is an awesome tool. Thank you for showing it. With wireframe, I'm thinking of the pages, layout, and structure. I often have a structure in my head, but I would like to get the client to understand and feel involved in the process. So what you could do, Mia, is let's actually just show here. So if we wanted to say this is our funnel, okay, you can actually click here. And then you'll see the preview of the page, okay? Because we chose the business theme. That's the theme that we're going to see. So if you wanted to do that, and you'll see here, when I click here and I go to preview, it looks totally different. It's the same theme, but this is, so what it does when at the very beginning, when you choose, you give your funnel a name, and then the next thing that you do is you choose the theme. So since we chose business theme, every page that we add to this canvas, it's going to automatically be the business theme. So like if we click here and we preview this page, and you can show them right away. So this is what it's going to look like.
I didn't know that was available. I never saw the preview. That's great. That's really,
yeah, it's really helpful. And if you ever want to get an idea of which themes you like without having to create a funnel and all that, just go to the Cheetah Builder and go like you're creating a new website, and then all those templates are there. So you can see, if you wanted to see all the, and I can actually show you that because I always say I prefer to show you than tell you, but I will. Let's go here and I'll show you exactly where to go. So let's go back here. So let's go to Cheetah. And then we're just going to click here like we're creating a brand new website. And you'll see here, if we go to, where's the business theme? Now it'll make a liar out of me. Somewhere the business theme is, okay, business funnel pages. My computer's running really slow, but eventually these images will show. You can see here they're starting to populate. But so this is where you'll see here we chose the business theme for our funnel in the funnel builder. So when we come here, and you could also type business and it'll find it for you faster. But these are all of the choices in that theme. So if you're like, oh, I don't really like that business theme, you could always come down here, like maybe agency funnel pages. So if you did like this theme, then you could go to the funnel builder and instead of choosing business, choose agency. And of course, it doesn't have to be And for an agency, you're just really choosing the layouts and the styles and all that. For
After
example, I like to use, I'm sorry?
can you modify your choice and change the theme easily?
You can, yeah, you can. I think, so right here, you could choose a different page. I don't think that you can change the theme here, but once you generate the site, you could create any page you wanted to and add that. But I'm not positive. Like, for example, you can choose another page here. Oh, look, I think you can actually. So if I wanted to, let's see, I think it's pulling up. Oh yeah, so here's all these other themes. Let's find one that's not, like, let's say this one. We wanted this, and we want to change, we want this page here inside this funnel. We could change this and save. And now this page should be that, let me save this. And when I click here, let's preview. Okay, let me refresh. Because I think that's, I don't think I've ever done that before actually. But I think that's what this is for, where you can change, or maybe that's just to add a page, maybe. Let me get this. No. Yeah, I'm not sure, but you can definitely, once you create this, if you're like, I really don't like that email confirmation page, I want to choose a different one, you could just go back to the themes. Like, for example, let's say, let me go into one of my websites I already have created. So let's say I go to my main website. Let's say I've already built this in the funnel builder, but I'm like, you know what? That's really ugly. I don't like that. You can go to create new page. And when you go down here, you can choose. Do you want to create a blank page? Do you want to use any of the pages from another website? Like, let's say I wanted a page from this website, but I didn't want the whole website. So then you can choose within that website which page. So you could also do that with the page templates by going here, and then let's say we wanted the agency. So we could type in agency, and let's say I'm replacing the email confirmation page. I could just select this page, and then it would create a brand new page with this theme.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. That's neat.
Cool.
Okay. Can I ask one more question?
Absolutely.
Earlier in two questions. I'm sorry. I'm going to bring it into, where are your, when I first started doing a lot of training, I would go to Keck and to Jackie and to Shelly, and they had groups or something for their, units. That's what it was. They had units for their training. And then you had the same thing, but your website blew up a month or so ago. So where is your training now? Is it on the front page? Is it down the left panel? Is that
I'll show you. I just love to show you.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let me find. Okay. So here inside our group e-learning, this is all the training that I've done. Okay. So all of the training, even all of the Facebook videos that I did where it got, deleted. I still had copies of all of those. So if you're looking for a training I did, unless it was terrible, because some of my first videos, you know how we all learn, unless it was terrible and I redid it, something like that, you'll be able to find everything. So what were you looking for specifically? Anything?
Well, I had been trying to get a handle on a quick way to make a website, just a very simple one that had a landing page, just to go through the standard funnel step by step, so I understood it better. So
okay. Well, this training right here, how to create a lead magnet sales funnel. This is 3 videos that I did that literally show you how to create the lead magnet, how to create the email sequence for the lead magnet, and then how to customize your email list so that it's going to the right places. So this will definitely help you. This is fairly short as well. Yes. And then there's actually, you might be more interested in this one here as far as creating, not the template shop, this one here. As far as creating a website, like I did a video here, how like tips to customize a website template, because I realized that a lot of times we're like, oh, okay, grab a template. But when you start putting your own brand colors in there, the little things get really confusing. Like, what if you chose this one, but this isn't your brand color? You know, you change the background and that's fairly easy, but where do you find these little arrows like that? You want to get your own brand color and all that. So what I did was I just gave some tips in this training here, tips to customizing a website template. And then I show you basically where and how I find those little things so that you can take the template and customize it for your own brand. But this whole section here is all about Cheetah. So definitely check that out if you want to.
Very good. The question I was going to ask, that was question one, the other question. And if I'm taking somebody else's time, I'm really sorry. However, I found out that people ask questions I want to have answered as well. So maybe I'm doing that.
No, I love it.
Keck was talking about not the membership area, but site members. Is that what it is?
Uh-huh.
And I don't see that on my, can I share my screen for a minute? I'll show you.
You know what? I can save you the time. Do you have a membership area created in your website?
No. And
that's fine. I think. Yep.
After the training stopped, I went back and did a lot of digging, and that's what I gathered, that unless I have a membership area, you can't get in there and do the site members. Right. He was talking about a different, instead of using the mailing boss form, to use the regular mailing, what do you call it? The other way of getting it.
Yeah, because they have to opt in to. So if let's say you have a 25-page funnel and the last 20 pages are locked down in a membership area, they need to, on the very first page, opt into the membership area. That way, basically, if you imagine the membership area is like this guy controlling everything, the guy needs to know that person's there. So the guy can allocate different pages according to that action. So let's say, you have an upsell and a downsell, and then you have some other offers in your membership area. You don't want them to be able to access the upsell if they only purchase the downsell. So that's why it's important to have them opt into that membership area. Then they go to the checkout area. Then in the checkout, you can say, hey, this person, billybob@gmail.com, just opted in. They purchased the downsell, but not the upsell. So you're telling Super Checkout inside this whole program that, hey, billybob@gmail.com only purchased this, but didn't purchase this. So by the time they get to the lockdown area, they can click both buttons, but they were only going to get access to the one that they purchased.
Okay. Instead of the mailing boss form with email and all that, the mailing list that goes on your Optin page.
What do you do?
Keck used the other thing, the other element that you pull over from your elements. And why is that? Why not use the mailing boss Optin?
So let me see here. We'll just say we'll choose this page here. So let me go to my website and this blank page. Blank page go. Dang it, did I just lose my blank page?
I don't know.
So what you want to do on the first page, well, let's see here. I wanted to use this because let me just create a new page. We'll just say blank, test. We're going to go to blank page and save. Now, where's my test page? Should be, okay, so now we have this page, all right? So let's say this is the very first page of our membership area, all right? So I just want to create, we'll just create a panel here. Now, when you want them to opt in to the membership area, you need to use a button. Okay, but you can make the button be that. So let me go to button. Let me add this button. So let's say this is my opt-in page and it's going into eventually a membership area. I want to go to set link. And then I want to go to site members. Okay. So now in site members, and like I said, this will only appear if you've already created a membership area. So you go to site members, and then here's where you tell it, do you want this button to send them to log in, to log out, to register, or just password recovery? Okay. So at this point, we want them to register because they're actually creating accounts. So even though they'll be able to do all of those things, what do we want? What's the highlighted function, right? So like basically the first page of the actual membership area, we would want to put a login because at that point they've already registered, right? We don't want them to re-register. So since this is the first time entering, we want them to register their membership account. And then here you can choose which membership area is this registration going into. So if I wanted to add this button and I wanted them to be granted access to this, I can choose that, meaning this button goes to this membership area. And then after they have done this action, what page do I want to send them to? Okay, so let's say I wanted to send them to Facebook ads application and click select. So now what happens is if I save this, and let's see, that's fine. Let me go look at the live version here. Let me republish, of course. Now we'll go back to my page that we just created. As soon as it updates. Okay. And then you click that button. Now here's where you're going to see, even though I said register, it's saying, so anyway, it's builder all login credentials is how I had it set on that particular membership area. But this is how you get that membership form. It has to be a button. And then when you click the button, it has to be this form. Okay. So it has to go into that membership area. You can customize that by going to site members and then member area form. And then here is where you want to choose the fields in that form. You can choose the theme. So maybe you just want like the 3 blocks, or maybe you like the lighter version. So you can actually create, you know, the look of that form, and then choose some different options here. And here's also where you want to put your sender email. So what happens is as soon as they register their account, they're going to receive an email that has their login information. Okay, so technically if they're opting into your funnel, they're going to receive the email confirmation email, and then they're also going to receive the, if you're using double opt-in, they're also going to receive their login information that they created. And you know, just like you do, like when you create any kind of account, like Canva, Builderall, any kind of account, as soon as you create one, you always get that welcome email and it says, oh, here's your login information. So the emails, if you wanted to customize that, you would want to go here, you want to create a new automatic email theme, and then you can customize this. This is the email that's going to go out to the people who register inside my membership area. Okay. But here's the important part. And I know that I'm breezing through this, but we're also doing our challenge next week all about membership areas. So make sure that when you do this is so, so important, and everyone forgets it. After you've done that, after you have created your membership area, you've designed your form, and you've created your automatic emails theme, you have to come here to site settings, and you can scroll down here, and here is where you want to choose. You want to basically choose the email theme that you created here. Okay. So you have to do this or it will not be the theme that you created. Okay, so that's really, really important. Do you have any questions?
Okay, I'm looking forward to next week because I think that'll shed a lot of light on the membership area.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's not only are there a lot of moving parts with the membership areas, but there's so many uses for them that I guarantee you're like, oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. So definitely a lot. I mean, if we can do a 5-day training all about membership areas, that's a lot of stuff. But yes, I'm glad that you reminded me of that, because just to let everyone know, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time, we are doing the another Mag 5 challenge. So it will be all about membership areas. So you can get access by going to challenges.builderall.com. And as soon as the day 1 training, as soon as it's time, a little pop-up will appear, and then you'll be able to click the button and go right to the training. So super cool.
So will you be involved in the 2 o'clock training as well, the 12 and the 2?
Typically we do, but those are like back to back. I'm thinking that we're going to, but I'm also kind of thinking of using Restream to, we're going to be doing the event anyway. So if we don't do the live training next week, like our normal time, it'll be because I'm using Restream, and I'm just going to stream it everywhere. So in all the groups. And what do you guys think? What do you like that? Would you rather have the daily training and the challenge? Do you feel like that's too much? Would you love it to be only on the challenges website, or would you love it to be live streamed everywhere? And then if you want to interact, you click the link to join the challenges. What do you prefer?
For 2 reasons, I think only have the challenge and not have the additional training. The one reason is it's overwhelming. There's a lot there, and to have all the other Mag 5 guys, if they're still giving theirs and you're not giving yours, that's great, because you need a vacation too. That's the other reason. But it's a lot of work for you guys, but it's also a lot of training for us to absorb. And so,
yeah, it looks like Mia says she agrees with you too. It is a lot of work, but Ray, oh my gosh, I would love to tell you. You guys think that we're doing a lot of work that you see, but we are doing so much work on this huge project that it's like, honestly, I feel like we have pulled out miracles in about 7 days. So I feel like. So
I'm interested in the tickler you gave us earlier in the week about the quiz possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually, we have it. It's in beta. And I can show you, we talked about it in the ambassador meeting today, but let me give you a little sneak peek, because I'm a beta user. So let's see if I'm get out of here, close out of some of this stuff here. Okay, so if I go to my back office, I have this quiz builder. So it's very similar to and honestly, this is the first time I've been in here. I just saw Shelly doing it in the meeting. But you can, so it looks very much like the booking calendar. It's built like that. You can see it's very, very similar. So you can create quizzes. You can create trivia here. So if you want to do like a knowledge quiz or a questionnaire, something like that, you can set up right and wrong answers and different things here. You can do polls. So if you want to do a poll, which is a great way of generating leads, and you have the survey option here. So right now, it's only been released to the beta testers, because we want to make sure that everything is working and functioning properly, and eliminating as many bugs, and basically want to get it perfect before it's released to the community. But you can see it's ready to go. I mean, they're fixing like little things, user friendly stuff. So super excited about that. But yeah, it's ready to go.
Wow.
So soon. I actually thought they were going to release it this week, but it could be, and I haven't heard this for sure, but it could be maybe they ran into a little hiccup. There's some things they had to fix, and that's the purpose of beta, so but it's almost there. So be looking for it for sure. It could be as early as Monday that we have access to it, everyone. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Any other questions for me?
Dozens, but I'll leave them.
Well, you can.
But I am looking forward to next week, because that'll open up a lot of new vistas.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. And I've said this before. If you guys, like you brought up a good point about you don't feel like you're confident enough to tell people and help them and all that. Seriously, you could just create a magic funnel and send them right to our training. I mean, you could even create just a simple like one panel website with buttons, local business, product launch and physical products and stuff, and then send them right to our training. So as long as they've opted in, even if that you do a free account, just register here and look what all you get. You're giving them a hugely valuable I know before the Mag 5, we didn't have Mag 5 and Builderall, and I had to pay thousands of dollars for courses and things. So don't be shy about giving that value. There's tons of people who are trying to figure out how to put their business online right now. So it's a great lead magnet.
So you talk about the free account, the dollar. So
you could get a free account.
Yeah, I could get anybody that's got the free account. All of mine that haven't signed up yet. I've got, when you go to your list and it tells you what classification they are. Some of them, I've got bunches of ones that are just kind of on the fence. Is that a 2-week? Is that a 14-day deal, or are they?
It's free forever.
Forever. Mm-hmm. They just can't get a domain and connect a domain to their sites, right?
Yeah. They'll have to upgrade eventually. I mean, if you're in the account and you're working on it, you're going to upgrade. I mean, we all know you can't really do a lot with a website that doesn't have a domain connected, Right. So yeah, you're going to upgrade. So the challenge is that Builderall is such a beast that when people come in, they're really, really overwhelmed. And so if they've paid nothing for it, what's going to keep them coming back? But if they've paid for it, if they bought the funnel club, chances are they're going to stay. So it's actually better to convert the people, so if you're sending them to the training, promote the training and say, look, you can get all of this training as a bonus if you sign up for the premium plan. If not, register here for a free plan and then don't send them to the training, send them to, knowledge base or something. You could totally do that. But yeah, lots of that. And then the people who have invested, they've paid the premium. They've paid the money, so they're more interested. They're going to seek out the training. They're going to seek out the resources. They're going to be in the dashboard investigating because they paid for it. So they need to learn. So it's definitely better to convert using, if you're trying to promote the training, it's better to get them in on the premium plan. The free is really hard to convert unless you know them and you're like, hey, check it out, try it for free. And then you have to massively follow up with them to get them to convert.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's going on this weekend?
Oh my gosh, working. I'm up against a deadline like crazy. It's what I did last weekend too, but it's kind of like, sometimes you're offered an opportunity that's incredibly scary and it's a lot of work and you're already overwhelmed and you don't even know how you're going to do it. But I truly believe that God would not offer me opportunities that he didn't give me what I need to complete them. So pretty confident about it. I think we rocked it out. I think the Mag 5, this is the best work we've ever done. And it's super, super exciting. So it will be very soon, maybe next week, that you guys get to find out all the cool stuff that we've been working on. I'm so excited. So excited. But believe me, you're going to hear about it. Maybe to the point where you're like, Bridget, would you stop talking about that? I'm so sick of hearing it. So hopefully, but yeah, you'll find out next week. All right.
Get some rest.
Yeah, I will certainly try, but it's hard. You get excited about something. It's one thing to be stressed about a lot of work, but when it's like you're excited about it and you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm laying in bed and I can't sleep, not because I'm stressed, but because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we could do that. And then we could do that. And what if we set it up like this? So it's definitely brain excitement overload. So yes, but it's Easter. So got to put me personally, I put Jesus first. So I will be celebrating Easter and then I'll be getting back to work.
Good. How many kids do you have?
I don't have any. Just me and my husband and my 2 puppies.
Oh, they're not going to hunt for Easter eggs or anything, are they?
I hope not.
Puppies.
They're not really puppies, they're dogs, but they're little dogs. So they're like, they're my babies. All right. Well, Ray, as always, so nice chatting with you. I love, love, love that you show up and you bring the questions. I love it because I know that if you have those questions, other people do too. So it gives me the opportunity to do that, to answer them so that everyone else can enjoy. And you're brave enough to show up and be on camera and ask the questions. And I totally, totally love it. So I will see you all Monday. I'll see you in the challenge. So until then, go build it with Builderall. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Bean.